Hello people, my name is Martin and today I will give you a short review of a nice little game. It's just came out on Kickstarter right now and this name is Warigin. First of all, please excuse me for some mistakes in the language because English is not my main language. I'm an Austrian guy. I make I make German reviews for my YouTube channel. Let's talk about Warigin. Warigin is a strategy combat game. It tells you a story about three factions and an ancient old first war. In this war, one faction becomes overpowered and it fights against the two other factions. The special in this game is, at the start of the game, you don't know who is the lonely player that is fighting against the other two factions. The special is, to determine the lonesome player, you must draft out the cards, yes? It's a little draft build mechanism, and it works like you get 9 cards. Every player gets 9 cards in the hand, and the rest of the 6 cards would be displayed in front of all players. Now, the first player would be asked if he wants to choose to take one card and take the role of the lonesome player that's fighting against the other two players. If he chooses not, then the next player has the option to choose to take one card and take the role of the lonely player. Now, if he don't decide to choose a card, then the third player is in the row and he chooses not to take a card. Then the next round starts and now the next player has the option to choose 2 cards and take the lonely player. Now this takes the turn until one player chooses to playing the lone faction, and then he gets the cards what he is available to choose from. Now it can be then 3rd or 4th round, no one take the role, and in the 5th round it may be one player can say, okay, now I think I can I can take this card and I feel really powerful to fight against the other two players. Now that is a really nice mechanism where you can rate yourself, because the danger is don't overrate yourself. Then you must really choose wisely if you will be the lonely player or not. Now, if all players have taken the cards, then the game starts with the first player and the player takes the actions in turn order. The lonesome player has the option to play one card, and additional he gets 2 actions. 2 actions is move the soldiers or something else, or playing cards. Yes, the other 2 players have only 2 actions, not the additional action to play a card. They have only 2 actions, and with 1 action he can play a card, and with the other actions he can move his soldiers. The special one is each soldier has 2 different powers. Yes, there are soldiers and heroes. You see on the bottom of the figures there are swords, 1 sword or a cross sword. Yes, 1 sword is a normal soldier and 2 swords are a hero soldier. Yeah, hero soldiers are in the combat a little bit stronger than the other. And the special one is, if you place 1 soldier, you must keep in mind where you have placed these soldiers and where they move. Then it's not allowed to look at your soldiers if they are on the table. This works for all players the same. Yes, no player can look at his own soldiers if they are placed on the board, and that is a really tension mechanic, because sometimes you don't know for yourself where are my strongest fighters, because everyone moves there and it's a really big action on the board. That is a really fun mechanic. Some of you may ask, is this game balanced? Yes, it is really balanced. These games I could play are really nice and really close each game, and it was really funny, and the balance comes from the player's choice. And this is a really unique mechanic, I think, and really intuitive. Then you must choose at the beginning of the game how much will you risk with the card you choose as lonely player. And I think this is really fun at the game. The game starts, you sit on the table and you don't know who would take the lonely player and get the cards and feel so powerful. You don't know which cards are in the hands of your opponents, and that is the first really tense mechanism who will get, because who would take the role of the lonesome player. That's really interesting and really, really funny at this point. Yes, it's from 2 to 3 players. There are options and rules for a 2-player variant in this game. Yes, for short, the player who takes the 2 factions gets 9 starting cards basic in the hand, and then he draws cards. Yes, that means he gets 2 actions from each faction, but he don't know exactly what he's drawing, and that is a really tense mechanic and feels balanced too. But the game basic is much fun as a 3-player game. The playtime is really short, about 15 to 30 minutes if all players have the rule inside, and that was a really fun game. I was really surprised that Berlin.com and the lonely player has won the game. You can check this in the video on the Berlin.com, because there is a really good overview of the game. The only conclusion is the sound is not very good of this, because it was very loud in the surrounding. And yeah, finally I can say it's a really nice artwork in this game, made of a woman that is an expert in fantasy design, and therefore it's a really nice dark look on the cards. It's really dark setting, and it's really awesome to get it on your hands and play with it, and really cool design on this game. Yes, it's a limited print run, and now you have the chance to back this little pearl, support it, and I guarantee you for the fun in this game. I really say that it's a really fun game, and maybe if you support it, or we support this game, maybe a second print run may be much bigger. I guarantee for the fun in this game it's really awesome. It's too nice, really 2 little player game, but the 3-player game with this role choosing mechanism at the start of the game is really unique. And yeah, this is all I can say about Warigin. I hope he has much success in this game, and that was it with my first review. I hope you can excuse some mistakes on my language, because it's not my base language. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe we see us again on my YouTube channel. It's a German channel. And yes, I hope you enjoy it, and maybe we see us again, maybe on another English review. And that was it. Now please back this game. It's really good, it's enjoyable, and we see us hopefully. Bye.